Hi everyone, my name is Eric. I have, some Korean food here. I also have a nice green juice, and this is juiceric. Ta-da! So let's get started. I just picked up some food from this Korean place called Stone, and I have some chicken wings right here, and I have a bibimbap. And I also have a nice green juice that I picked up from a local shop called Thrive. Really nice stuff. And the total of all of this was, about $35 US dollars. So not super cheap. Um, but we'll see how it goes and see if it's worth it. All right. So I'm excited to see what these chicken wings are like. I have never tried them. I've went to this place before, but I have not tried these specific chicken wings before. And got the bibimbap here. All right. I'm always really bad at opening these sort of aluminum foil things, and I never can seem to close them afterwards, but we'll see. So you got the bibimbap here, and I forget what it means in Korean. I think it stands for mixed rice or something, but I do know that pop means rice, and they kind of use it as the word meal. So this is bibimbap, and you got the chicken wings right here. Yeah, so let's see how they taste because these did get delivered to me, so I assume they're not super fresh. So I live in San Francisco in California, and there's this service called Uber Eats that goes on here. I don't know if it's in other states or cities or other countries, but there are a lot of local restaurants that pair up with Uber, which is this sort of massive driving or ride sharing service that definitely is across the world, and you can order food and they deliver it for like a flat fee of $4.99 here. I don't know about other cities, so sort of nice, but sometimes it can get a little bit pricey. But it's a weekend, and we'll see what see if this is worth it. And so along with the Korean food came some side dishes. I don't know if I'm gonna eat it, but you have some like pickled something here. Can't really open it because it has a lot of juice in it. And you got have some kimchi, and you have some sauce. So this is the sauce for the bibimbap. I'll just put a little bit because I'm not very good at handling spicy. All right, so just did that. Let's dig in. Oh, let's see. That's a pretty good chicken wing. It's good. So I try my best to eat healthy, but occasionally, I, like everyone else, need to indulge in some comfort food. And that is what I'm doing right here. The thing for me is if I eat too much unhealthy food, my stomach starts feeling weird. I got to take a few days to recover. So I try not to eat too greasy or too oily or too much of that at least. And one of the things that I found that helps is to add in, a little bit of juice. And I'm a strong believer that you can get a lot of nutrients from fruits and vegetables, fresh vegetables. And juice is sort of a quick way to get that because your body's able to digest juice faster. And for me personally, I have seen it really help my digestive system just drinking, a juice every few days or, whenever I can. Green juice or just fruit juice, whatever you can get your hands on, definitely helps me and helps my stomach. and it feels good because I eat, some fast food, some unhealthy food, and I have a juice later that same day. It makes me feel great because I know that I didn't totally uh, starve my body of nutrients. So that's why I am drinking juice right now, and I try and drink a lot of juice. I know some people think it might look a little weird. You see all this green and whatnot, but for me, it tastes really good because there's actually apple in here you can't see. Oh, this is really good. Mm. So I think this juice has some kale, romaine lettuce, spinach, all the good stuff, some cucumber, lemon, ginger, and apple. So just a little bit of apple makes a huge difference, and I can definitely taste the sweetness. It's super clean and super, super fresh, actually. So it just got pressed this morning. Oh, yeah. I could down this whole thing super fast if I wanted to. Oh, really hits the spot. I know people probably think I'm weird, but I really encourage you guys to start with some fruit juice, and I think you'll start developing a little bit of cravings for it instead of like soda, because the carbonation in soda and all that sugar just gives me a high and then a low, and it doesn't really work well for me. Makes my mouth feel really weird too. So I found that juice gives me a similar sort of energy, but I know it's coming from natural sugar, and definitely I enjoy it. So let's keep going. Hmm. So they have a little bit of a honey sauce on mm, this wing. I mean, it's sweet, which is a little bit unusual because there's no like spicy in it. The meat is really good. It's like still juicy, even though it's fried. I have no idea how they do that. Mm. I'm really bad at eating these cleanly as well, so hopefully that doesn't trigger anyone. I know I have a friend who like will eat these to the bone, stick the whole thing in their mouth. I'm just like, I can't do that, and I don't think my teeth can even like pull all the meat off. I see like some here I'd have to like pick at with my hand. Wow, it's crazy. I'm keep going. Mm. This is really good. I mean, I feel like I could have a whole meal just with this. I don't know what's gonna happen with this bibimbap, but I'm giving it my best shot. Mm. So the meat is still really good, but the outside is a little bit soggy, and I'm not sure if it's because it's it took a while to deliver, or if it's because it's like soaking in some sauce. Because I don't know, you probably can't see it, but at the bottom there's some sauce in the plate, and I think it's definitely soaking into the skin, so it's getting more of a soggy taste now. It's still delicious. I mean, absolutely delicious. Mm. All right. Well, I mean, I don't think Korea. I mean, I don't think chicken and fried chicken, at least Korean style fried chicken in America, can really compare to what you find in Korea. I've only been once, but I mean, I think the chicken places there were just absolutely amazing. And I mean, the chicken was spicier too, which I'm not a big fan of. Can't really handle spicy, but just the flavoring was spot on. And I think this one restaurant I went to, they served the chicken with, I don't know how they do it, but it had like fire burning on top of it. So it was like blue fire just burning as the chicken was served. So I'm like, this is super fresh, and man, that chicken tasted really good, really really good. Ooh, Yeah, I mean, I've always liked Asian food. I'm Asian American, mm, but Korean food, particularly recently, I've been a big fan of. So I really feel that there's a good variety, and for some reason, I just feel that it's a little bit healthier than some of the other food, like Chinese food, like Thai food. Japanese food's okay. Like I like sushi, sashimi, but for some reason, Korean food just feels healthier to me, and I'm a big fan. Usually, it is a little bit more expensive though. Mm. So I think these wings were about $9. So one, two, three. There's seven wings, and this bibimbap was about 18, or no, it's $16. So a little bit on the pricier end, but I mean the quantity here is pretty good. So let's dig into this now then. Hmm. So I got a beef one. My hands, complete mess from the wings. That's why I was trying to eat them first, so I wouldn't be like having all these sticky hands. Really would get messy. So, anyways, I'll try and mix this because it's supposed to be mixed rice. And let's see if it works. Oof. Can't really do it with plastic forks. The fork's like bending under the weight of the food, which is kind of crazy. There's like so many vegetables in here. I'm like, probably didn't even need a juice, and I'd be getting a lot of nutrients already. I see like some carrot, some radish, I don't know, lettuce, egg, rice, cucumber, all the works here. Wow, let's like dig in, all this meat. Mm. This is really good. I mean, there's no extra sauce or anything, but it really holds its own. Like I think it's just a mix of all the different things at play. Like I taste the cucumber, the carrot, the radish, the beef. It's like all of it mixes together. Mm. It's amazing. Mm. I mean, I can't imagine like if you ate this fresh, you can have it served in like a hot stone pot, and then the rice gets all crispy at the bottom. Like, oh, that's delicious, right? I mean, it gets stuck in my teeth, which I hate, but the taste of it is it's amazing. Reminds me like there was this one time at a Korean barbecue place, super hot, you know. What is it? They always replace the grill. They grill it for you, and when they're replacing it, they pretty much dropped it. The person who was replacing the hot pan that grills the barbecue dropped it, and it sort of like came towards me, and I tried to back up, but I was in this really small seat. Like we were at a table that's like in a corner, and then behind me was a wall. So I like kind of tried to back up when the thing was falling, and I couldn't. I was like, oh crap, I almost got burned, but luckily the thing, you know, like I was able to avoid getting burned. But that was pretty crazy. I think like how many degrees is that? Like 200, 300 degrees Fahrenheit? I don't know. Whatever. Super hot. Like I would have got burned really bad if you know that had fallen onto me. Would have not been fun. But I don't know why. Like the stun pop bibimbap just reminded me of that a little bit. Mm, just got the egg here. Mm. It's like I think this is considered pretty healthy, but I mean, it tastes really good. I mean, I don't feel bad eating this at all, but I also feel like it's satisfying me, just like some unhealthier foods would. Mm. This is a lot. I mean, really good. rice. I think it's such like a quintessential thing in Asia, Korea as well. Got like rice soup, mixed rice, rice for breakfast, rice for dinner. Just rice everywhere. Mm. Mm. I mean, I feel like if I tried to finish this meal, it'd take me an hour. I'm just like, it's so good. It's also so much. Mm. I think one of the really funny things about like the Korean language, I don't know if it's the Korean language or if it's the English language or whatnot, but if you say something in English like, I don't know, what's ice cream or something, or you can say that and I think they're like action movie, something like that. In Korea, I think they have a phrase which is like action or something, but if you just said action like in English, they would have no idea what you said, and you have to say like action, and they're like, oh, action movie. Mm, like that's my awful accent, but like it's really weird. Like for example, me and my friends, we all stayed in a room in one of the districts which has more. We went, last year, so pretty recent, and first time ever there. We stayed in this. There's this one district called Itaewon, which has a lot of foreigners, a lot of expats that stay there. So we're like, okay, that'd be a great place to start because obviously we know no Korean, and that way we won't be completely lost and we can ask people for help. So the hotel we stayed at was Hyatt, Grand Hyatt specifically, and really nice hotel. I mean, has amazing views at the top of like the mountain or something, overlooking some river. And the thing is, we'd have to taxi back to the hotel because it was kind of up a hill and there were no subways that led there. And, we're sort of, we didn't want to walk uphill for 20 minutes at the end of the night. But we would go to the taxi person and we'd be like, Grand Hyatt. And it's a huge hotel where like everyone knows what Grand Hyatt is, right? But then they would just look at us and like have no clue what we're talking about. And we was like, what's going on? And so every time we have to pull up our map, our American Google Maps, trying to hopefully, which Google Maps doesn't properly work in Korea for, some other legal issues or whatever, disagreements. But we'd show it to them and, they would have some words there and then they'd be like, oh, Grand Hyatt. And we're like, yeah, Grand Hyatt. And they're like, okay, they nod and then they know where to take us. I'm just like, Grand Hyatt. But to them, it's like Grand Hyatt or something. We have to like pronounce it the Korean way or they like literally, they don't understand. To me, those two sound very similar. Grand Hyatt, Grand Hyatt. So similar, right? One sounds a little slower maybe, but I would totally know what you're talking about. But to them, you say Grand Hyatt, they're just like, huh? So, my camera just stopped recording. Anyways, back on now. So yeah, I was talking about my Korea trip. I really enjoyed like going to Korea. I think if you're able to find like a super good flight deal from America to Korea, I think you get something at like $500-600 on sale. I mean, that's pretty rare, but those are the deals to try and go for. Like, I mean, I'd go for a week at that price, 2 weeks. Really, really like the food in general. I just like atmosphere is totally different. And yeah, so like I'm not doing very well with this food in terms of finishing it. I have no idea how those people do their mukbangs, and you know, I have every 5 times as much as this, and they're devouring it, and they'll finish it in like half an hour or something. I'm just like, how? And they're skinny people, and I think apparently all they do is work out and eat. I'm just like, holy, I can't even imagine that. I'm just like, I'm enjoying my food right now. I have no idea how they do that. So I got a real wing now. I guess the other ones are actually chicken legs. I actually like the legs better because the wings, there's always like two bones, and I can never get the meat out from in between them. If you guys know what I mean. But I think a lot of people like the wings better because like the meat is more tender or something. I'm not 100% sure. But like at this place, I mean, I can't taste the difference. They're both, the legs and wings are both great. This is like as clean as I usually eat. There's still a lot of meat on there. I try my best. It's pretty hard. I mean, this is $16, this bibimbap, but there is actually quite a lot of meat here. Like every single scoop, I'm not even trying to scoop meat, but there's so much. I think the whole plate is like loads of meat. So I guess in terms of like value to what you pay, it's decent. Like everything in San Francisco is really expensive, which is one of the downsides of eating out here, just living in the Bay Area, California in general. So it's kind of hard to find deals. So when you find something that is like maybe not the cheapest thing, but it's good value, that's still pretty good. So I definitely think this restaurant gives you what you pay for. Like, this is probably 2 meals for me, honestly. So 16 bucks, 2 meals, $8 a meal. It's pretty good, that $10 barrier, if you can stay under it, I think that's a huge win. So I'm gonna wash down with some more juice. Technically, you're supposed to drink juice on an empty stomach if you want the maximum benefit. Because when your stomach is full, or when it's empty, let's say, your body is able to, absorb the nutrients from the liquid faster. But when you have a bunch of food in your stomach, it slows down your digest. I don't know. It's something like that. Like your body has to digest the food before it can kind of absorb the juice. So you're technically supposed to drink it on an empty stomach. But you know what? If you're drinking nutrients, you're getting nutrients, and I think that's the key. It's super clean. I mean, this place, let's see, Thrive Juicery. Yeah, I think it's a local juicery in San Francisco. Not sponsored or anything. I've had their juice a few times, and it's just one of the best I can find. Maybe not the cheapest, like a little over $7, with a discount for a 16-ounce juice. But like a lot of people can use it as a meal replacement, breakfast replacement. If you think about like a a latte or something at Starbucks is $4 or something. So this ain't that bad, and that's not giving you any health or any other benefits. Mm. Oh, yeah. Like I make juice by myself at home. Sometimes it just takes so long. I gotta buy the produce. I gotta wash it, cut it, juice it, clean up, and this tastes very similar, honestly, in terms of the quality because it's a cold pressed juice. There's like two types of juicing. One is a spinner, and one is like a type where essentially uses pressure to squeeze all the juice out, and that's called cold pressed or masticating juicers. And those are supposedly better because you're not introducing heat, and when you introduce heat, it kind of hurts the nutrients and enzymes in the vegetables and fruits. So the cold pressed one is better. It's supposed to last longer. And I think a side benefit is that they usually taste smoother, to me at least. So I make both at home because the spinny ones, the centrifugal ones, is what they call it. Faster, less cleanup. You don't have to cut the fruits as much. So I do that too. I'll probably make a video later showing myself making this. I'll be like done in 15 minutes, like everything from washing, cutting, cleaning up. And I just devour that juice. I could drink like 32 ounces in a minute of like fruit juice. Probably not the green juice. Or maybe. Yeah. I mean, my philosophy is, and I think I heard this from a few places. I really liked it, which is why it stuck with me. Is just because you ate bad or you didn't eat as healthy as you wanted to, you shouldn't be beating yourself up about it. Just do something to change it, right? And like add a juice, add some vegetables, or add something healthier to the next meal. Like don't give up on your day or give up on your week or month and be like, oh, it's too late for me. I'm done. Like you shouldn't do that because usually you'll feel worse about it after. And I think the goal is not to feel worse, right? You made a decision to eat some food. That's what I tell myself. I'm like, I made the decision to have that food. And what can we do now, right? What you can do is try and add something healthier. And I think a juice is just so quick and easy, such a good way to do it because everyone has to drink water, right? This is water. So get water, fuel your body, get some nutrients. Don't feel bad. It's a kind of nice way to say, hey, I'm not totally unhealthy today. Works well for me. My body feels, the difference. And I think it helps you, can help you stay healthier and not get sick as much too. I can't believe this is like so good. It's not even hot anymore because of how slow I'm eating. But it's still delicious. Whoa. Ah. I can finish the wings though. For some reason, even when, you're not hungry, you can always have the delicious foods like the fries. Oh, I'm so full, but then I take a handful of fries and stuff it in my mouth, and I can still finish them, right? Super full, still get that ice cream. It's funny how things work. I mean, these wings are delicious. I think I like Korean style chicken wings better than like American style chicken wings. I feel like for some reason, I don't know if it's the way they cook it, but the American ones always seem a little drier. Like it's hard to get juicy wings. And a lot of sports bars are like delivered to you. But for some reason, like I think 90% of the Korean style or chicken wings from Korean restaurants, I don't feel that the wings are dry at all. I don't think I ever, maybe once. I don't know. Oh, these wings are cold and they're still juicy. And the honey. Wow. Super sweet. Mm. Really good. Last chicken wing. I'd say the wings are a little bit overpriced because 7 wings was $9. So I don't know what that is. It's like $1.25 or something per wing. Pretty small. I mean, my fist or it's not that big, so these are probably a little bit expensive. But they were also really, really good, so I think it's just a few dollars cheaper, like $6 or $1 a wing, like that'd be good. I think I don't know about other places, but in San Francisco, there's so many delivery services, right? For delivery food services, like they usually, I think they compete with each other. There's always some discount on delivery, or like some coupons going around. There's like Uber, other companies, Postmates, a bunch of other online ones. I think it's like it's so convenient for me at least, but I had no clue how they do it. Like sometimes I hear that the business model isn't that good for like the delivery people, but I never know like who's making the most money out of that, and I don't know which service to support or whatnot. But I guess that is what it is. Oof. I'm pretty full. I really want to finish this, but I don't think I can. It's kind of embarrassing. Just eat a little more. I'm not at the point of where I'm satisfied. I'm not hungry anymore. But I could keep going. If I was eating out and I felt like this, I'd probably take this to go. But if I couldn't take things to go, I'd be going for all the meat right now, you know? Like, I'd be leaving the cheap stuff, leaving that rice in here. That might have been my mistake, eating some of the rice. It's like you go to a barbecue, all you can eat, or a buffet. You see, we like to call, I call it, me and my friends like, oh, amateurs or whatever, but like, I'm an amateur sometimes too. I'm just like, I want that mashed potatoes. I want those carbs, right? Fill me up. And I'm not getting my value because I'm like stuffed myself with a whole plate of mashed potatoes before I even ate like steak. So I guess I'm a sucker for that. Definitely fills you up when you have the carbs and things. All right. Well, I think I'm going to wrap it up now. I didn't finish this food. I got the wings good. All right. I finished those at least. I got the vegetables. It's like the vegetables are always last, right? No, it's the wings are just the wings you can't really eat later. This type of thing you can, so I think that's all for now. Thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for some more videos. Juiceric out. I think I have to finish the juice though, right? Because this is juiceric. I can't not finish the juice. Oh, that was amazing. I mean, it's like a palate cleanser, and I just know I'm giving my body some good stuff. So thanks for watching. Have a good day. See y'all later.